Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. I'm gonna watch some shit and say some shit.
What's gonna happen?
Well, I hope murder, mayhem, and madness. Only doing this because so many people want to be here and watch this with me so they can hear my shit talk. But social distancing kind of bit us all in the ass with that. So here we go, here we are. This is what we get.
Hey, those people are nuts, man. And I might be one of them people. I don't know.
Dog, he says he might be one of them people, but like, look at him.
Look at his house.
Look at his fucking house. You've got a cat print blanket. You've got a fucking stuffed cat behind you. There's a rooster back there.
He's even got trophies for being an animal person, it looks like.
Avid animal
No,
person.
for dirt biking.
Well, that sounds about right.
Yeah, he's got a rhinoceros on the wall. He's got a full-on tiger skin
That's what I was talking about.
on his wall. I wonder if he snuggles with it.
Ew. Would you? Do they smell?
Is that rhinoceros wearing a necktie? Is it wearing a lion necktie?
What?
Strange, but the big cat people are backstabbing pieces of shit.
I'm sorry, like you, James Garretson? Like what you did to everybody?
It's not a backstabbing son of a bitch.
No, everybody but him. He's the angel in this whole shebang.
County Jail.
I want to give him money so he can buy something. You know how they talked about the monkey people originally? I want a spin-off about the Monkey King. Because you know there's a Monkey King out there. Or queen. I want that.
Help the monk.
He's a completely insane, gay, gun-toting, drug addict fanatic.
He wasn't real. He was like a
Tombstone
mythical
right there.
character.
In the back of this guy's van was a snow leopard.
Oh, shit.
It was 100 degrees outside.
Do they need to be refrigerated? Or, I mean, you know,
If they're acclimated in Florida, you know.
No! No! First of all, nothing acclimates to Florida.
How do you know that?
I lived there, unfortunately.
Did you ever get acclimated?
No! Fucking, it's a snow leopard. It needs snow. It's in the fucking name. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's in my van that's baking in 100-degree Florida heat. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fuck you.
And this is thunder and lightning. The only difference between
It's like the crazy old lady that has like 1,000 cats and just
On meth.
and just starts like just fucking like random names.
Yeah. She's like, and this is potluck. This is Shoelace, my Siberian saber-toothed tiger.
Giving them normal names after a while.
This is Karen. This is Teresa. Over there, that's Betty.
She's a bitch.
She's a bitch.
Emotional connection
No.
with these cats?
Not that one.
No?
No.
Oh, she's so pretty.
No, I don't feel a strong emotional connection with that one. I feel like that one, if I were to die, that one would start eating me immediately. Hello? This is not a cool cat or kitten. She's extremely volatile. Bye!
Wildwood Exotic Animal Park. I gotta show you, you're gonna get closer to Tiger's lines here than you will anywhere in Norwood. As a matter of fact, you're gonna get so close, I can almost promise you some of you will be urinated on. If that happens, we have t-shirts at the gift shop that says I got peed on by a tiger.
The meth mouth just there was amazing.
It's pretty good. About being peed on by a tiger.
You're just in the crowd, you're like, huh? What? I'm gonna get pissed on? That's not what I signed up for.
Yeah. This guy's white polo is not gonna take that very well.
From the start of the day to the end of the day, he filmed everything.
I have to say something about that because do you know how, like, in addition to the costs of keeping the animals alive, keeping them fed, keeping the facilities intact and in order, how much money, do you know how much money you have to spend to continually film, like vlog from sunup to sundown every single day? That's absolute insanity. How do you have money in your budget left for meth? How? Also, if you think he's singing right there, you are on meth. If in any of his music videos you're looking at it like, damn, Joe Exotic fucking slaps. His songs slap, yes, but there's no way that's his voice. And it's been proven that it's not. This is the shit.
Come here, love me. Come here, love me.
It's just like Joe eating a sandwich.
He had this
Don't
live
stop
TV
filming.
show that he would do for
The mere touch of the flame, it was instant Kirkham kebab.
Hey, Mike, get the charcoal.
You know, I've done a lot of shit in my life, but I've never experienced anything like Joe Exotic.
The man was set on fire? Set on fire. And he's like, that's nothing compared to Joe Exotic.
And
What do you mean?
and got into a Western bar fight and tossed out a window.
Drink every time he says Carol.
Carol Baskin, and that's Carol Baskin down at Big Cat Rescue. It was all part of Carol Baskin's plan when Peter the Carol Baskin is so influential that Carol Baskin and Carol Baskin.
Man, if he
7
ever had
shots.
an enemy in his life, it was Carol Baskin.
Hi, I'm Carol Baskin, and I'm the founder. One thing I know for sure, it's that big cats don't belong in cages.
What do you mean, Carol? You mean like that cat in the cage behind you? How do I feel about Tampa, Florida?
Yeah, what do
the
you know?
world's armpit?
What makes you say that?
It's the world's armpit.
Look how small that fucking cage is.
This is Joseph the lion, and he came from a facility in Ohio where
you
they
can
really
stand up
believe
straight,
in
that
life
fucking
that
thing
you
is
can
in there
only be
2
good at one thing. He's gonna get nasty with me. With saving the
I would
cats,
too.
it's the best part for last because they love the turkey.
I have to say something about this. I have to. Because you're dooming these fucking animals to die early. Creatures like this need enrichment. That's why all the zoos do the shit we saw on that one show where they like put the meat in like the stupid little balls and they gotta like get interactive. They go into the exhibit and they put meat all over it so that you gotta exercise the animal. The animal's gotta use its instinct to like get all over the place to hunt for its food. By doing this and just serving it up on a platter, like you're just dooming it to a life of like monotony. It's gonna just die bored and sad because it's not being challenged.
Sweet to just wanting to tear your face off, and they can do it like that. It's
That's
like,
exactly what I
it's
saw right there,
amazing to have
Carol.
that kind of range.
Whoa, watch out for that cat.
What really sets apart Big Cat Rescue from a zoo is that we are fixing the problem, they are creating the problem.
Let's talk about the problem.
What's the problem?
The real problem is that we as a human race have fucked up our ecosystem and as well as their natural habitat so much that they can't live. That's the real problem. We should be able to breed them to keep the species surviving and then put them back there. Put them back.
So what would you, I mean, like, what would you say, like, as far as, well, like, as a whole, like, you have, I mean, solutions for those kinds of problems are pretty tough.
They're only tough because we have greedy fuckers standing in the way of doing what's right. You gotta think about it.
That's true.
Breeding, private zoos breeding is a problem. Because what are you breeding them for? Not really breeding them for anything. If you're breeding them just to cub pet, that's pretty fucked up. But if you're breeding them to give them to the zoos that do the conservation efforts that can rehabilitate animals and put them back in the wild, fantastic. But they're not doing any of that. Yeah, that's a problem. Animals in captivity are the only way that the species is surviving. Because they're not surviving out there because we're destroying it.
But if you don't breed the species, then
It dies.
Then the species dies.
Yeah.
In captivity and in the wild.
Yeah.
And that's a bigger problem.
It's all a shit sandwich.
Tiger needs 400 square miles of territory in
And
the
you
wild.
don't have that in Tampa,
So there's
Florida.
no cage that's going to.
Carol is the Mother Teresa of cats.
Oh, God.
I'm actually allergic to cats, so my entire house is like, tile floors, no curtains, metal furniture.
That's
that
why
sort of
they
thing.
don't touch them.
Oh.
They're dressed head to toe in cat prints.
Killing it. Slay.
People remember, oh, that's the person
Slay all
who's going
day.
to be all over my case.
Slay, Tiger
want
King
some of
underwear. There's 28
You feel it?
songs and 16 music videos.
I saw Tiger. Now I understand. I saw Tiger. Tiger saw me. Tell all the hunters, lay down their guns.
When I first met Joe,
Yeah.
Here we go, John.
Yeah,
Good job,
John.
Bert.
At the age of 13, I knew I was gay.
What, you know when he was born? Joe, I mean, like, he's got to be like 50, 60 years old, right?
Well, remember, didn't they say he's 57 years old when he went into jail?
And he knew he was gay when he was 13. You know how hard that is? I don't know. I don't have anything. I just have a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really do.
One night I drove my car off a bridge.
Then we wouldn't have the Tiger King.
Enormous amount of money.
Fucking wicked witch, isn't it?
The animal rights activists, the most notorious cub breeder petting operation is Doc Antle.
Okay, Howard. Can you imagine if they took all of the time and effort and everything that they did chasing Joe Exotic for all that money? If they had just put an ounce of that into Doc Antle, how much, like... Why did you go after, like, little fish? You should have just been going after big fish from the jump. If he's the notorious.
Can't catch big fish.
Yes, you can. There's a whole movie. It's called
Small
Big
fish.
Fish.
Small fish can't catch big fish. Small fish can only catch small fish.
Shots fired.
Close your doors. That's not Ocean
We're
Brew.
gonna fill a crib here. You should go to the front door and I'll open it and say, hi,
Next on MTV Cribs, Doc Antle.
With Dr. Bhagavan Ansel.
My garage is full of elephants.
This is Tommy starts at a 9.
Why are you riding it? I get that, like, you grew up together, but dog, you chunky as shit now. You not no spring chicken anymore. I know that she could probably take the weight. That doesn't mean you should fucking sit on her.
$339 is the start price, right? There's people that paid $655 for their tours today.
This family visited 3 times in a week. $655 is the most you can get. Anywhere from $300 to $655. It's a family of 3. You're spending thousands of... What kind of job does he have? What do they do for... He's a softball dad.
And they just look like average people to me. They just
do.
look like your common, just average, like low middle class, just average fucking
Yeah.
cool ass family. You know what I mean?
Right. But like I was saying, I was low to middle class, and my mom couldn't afford to go to Big Cat Rescue, let alone Myrtle Beach Doc Antle's Palace for $655.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. Interesting though.
Doc Antle says it costs $10,000 to
Minimum.
minimum
10 grand a year.
to feed a tiger.
Yeah.
How come Joe can do it for $3,000? That's a good question. I mean, like, we'll get into that of where he's getting his food later. We can get into that.
Yeah.
But I mean, how, like, what is it? I guess. Well, I guess we understand, like, the unexplained stories about horses and things. I guess we'll just get into that right later.
We say to drugs. We say no to drugs. That's right. Because drugs make your teeth fall out, and you get really ugly, and you don't have any friends. Animals just wish.
Here's the thing about this. Joe's not the only one doing mall shows, because I went to mall shows in Tampa, Florida. They weren't run by Carol Baskin, but she didn't try to shut them down. She's going all the way to fucking Wynnewood, Oklahoma to shut him down.
All across the country.
Right, but like what's happening in your hometown, it's happening in your local mall. I don't see you out there.
It was, part detective work to try to track down Joe and where he was in the country with these cubs.
Do you think she put that on her resume?
And they
Part
stopped
detective work?
every move.
Bhagavan, the magic man.
and the Cubs played themselves.
I don't remember a time
Sounds like
where
weird
it
70s
wasn't
porn.
everything I was
Ew.
doing. You know, I've been sheriff here now for over 8 years, and our community gets its share of crime, drug use, burglaries, domestic assaults.
Oh shit! Here comes Carol from the tornado on her bicycle.
Just a thing you don't animal rights person, and you try and come into this facility, this is what you're going to be greeted with.
Joe was a very paranoid
John shooting
person.
the shotgun into
When I
him.
really
That's what
realized Joe was
In addition to the tigers, you also get to see
was
John
when he made a
Finlay
comment
lose his
about this
fucking
could be another
mind.
Waco. If my office ever had to take some action out there, we were going to have a shootout.
Don't try to serve a warrant then.
Yeah.
Executioner.
You gotta respect a man that's got enough balls to stand in front of the PETA office and go, fuck PETA.
Sold out really fast, and so we're so happy to see all you guys.
If you're not fucking
Yeah, all those people are stoked.
at that point, what the hell are you doing?
I fucking love this line ride.
And
Before you bring me down, it is my belief that you will stop breathing.
You got
He's entitled to an opinion. That's an opinion.
It's not a good one.
It's not a good one. No.
It's a bad look.
But they can't really get him on an opinion. They can just be offended.
If you tell somebody that you are going to kill them,
That's not a direct threat, though.
that is a direct threat. That is attempted murder.
It's not. That is not. It is his belief
That's
that
like,
they'll stop breathing before they stop him.
see, like a fucking, he doesn't read the future.
You don't know. He could have an oracle in his basement.
Yeah, this is the fashion statement of 2025.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna get eyebrow rings. They're coming back.
Loose.
They're coming back.
Loose eyebrow rings.
Everybody's getting eyebrow rings. They're coming back, everybody.
Yeah.
opened up the mailbox, and it just exploded with snakes.
Now I again am from Florida.
You live in Tampa.
You live in Tampa. First of all, when I lived in Florida, there was a problem happening, and I would consider it a pretty severe problem. The problem was snakes got into the septic systems, and then they could come up into your toilet. You could just go to take a shit, and there would be a snake there, just chilling, waiting to fucking bite your balls off. It's not great. So, yeah, he did say they were gonna ship her some snakes, but I need clarification on, like, was it a box that had snakes, or were there just random snakes in your mailbox? Because there's
Snakes crawling in
there's
mailboxes all the time in Tampa.
They do.
Find them all the fucking time in their mailbox. And if you live in fucking Florida, everybody in Florida knows you fucking
There's a chance.
you look inside that fucking.
You don't just blindly go, I wonder what's in my mailbox.
There's not one. I hope there's not any snakes in there. Right? Can we take a?
You want to call Andy and ask his
Should we-
opinion on this?
Should we? Right? Yeah,
He'll
we're
confirm.
Should we like confirm? Yeah, like I need confirmation.
You can't ship live snakes.
You can, yeah.
You can't just ship live snakes in a random box.
You can, but
In a random box?
yeah, you can ship anything.
The U.S. Postal Service is gonna hear that.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Not if it's unless it's a rattlesnake.
You know, they you're gonna feel something moving around the box, making some noises.
People shit in boxes and send them to people all the time.
You're basing that off
You
of Bob's Burgers. You are entirely basing that point off of the Bob's Burgers Christmas episode.
You can anonymously send somebody a bag of dicks. All right.
Gummy dicks.
They're dicks.
There are crazy people out there
See?
who want.
She just did it wrong. You gotta get down in there. You gotta look. You can't just be like, I wonder what's. No, you gotta fucking look.
I hope there's nothing in there.
Is worried about them hurting a family member to get to me.
Oh, you're worried about family members getting hurt, Carol, are you?
Weird.
That's very out of character for you.
Then I got every animal rights person all in one row.
He's so high.
That's fucking it's so delusional. Like, no, dude, you shot a pond.
Missed.
Why was it hit?
Right in the crotch. He put it right in the crotch.
4 years later.
The 40 is over with. I'm gonna shut down with everybody.
Did you say Takashi?
Ratting them all out.
Move over, Takashi 6ix9ine.
Fucking
Joe Exotic's taking everybody down.
Stayed coming in hot.
Okay. Thanks for watching the first episode. Happy quarantine!
Be safe.
Be safe. Don't touch each other. Don't touch anybody.
Don't touch each
Don't touch yourself.